Hello. So let us continue with the month of the September 2024. So we will be starting with science and technology. So the first news here is Vishwasya blockchain technology stack. So the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology has launched the Vishwasya blockchain technology stacks. What are its key components? Blockchain as a service, that is BaaS. It provides a geographical distributed setup for permissioned blockchain application, and it hosts basically NIC data centers in Bhubaneswar, Pune, and Hyderabad. So three centers will be there. Then NBF Lite, basically for light and rapid prototyping, and there is something called as Pramanik. So this is basically blockchain enabled solution for verifying the origin of mobile apps. So what is this basically? They have created basically you can think like this is a sandbox or a testing ground, especially for the apps that are legally related with blockchain technology. Say for example, if tomorrow government comes with some app that is going to store, say for example, your marks and all, so then they will be using this technology. If one institution changes your marks, then next institution can also change the marks and it will be reflected in the same marks code. So something like that. So if they want to test that one, they can put it in this stack, which is Vishwasya blockchain technology stack. And it has, for mini testing, there is something called as uh, what is it? NBF Lite for rapid prototyping. Prototyping means testing, and Pramanik. So this also verifies from where the origin is for the mobile apps, especially if you put anything in blockchain, it gets distributed now, then it will become illegal. There is no centralized ledger and all. So to ensure that it is legally regulated, they have ensured this Pramanik. And what are the applications? Means where this can Vishwasya BaaS, that is blockchain as service, can be used. It can be used in many things. Just put all of the above. So first is e-stamp solution, judiciary, IPS officer, record trainment management, forensics, and consent management, IoT device, domicile certificate, everything. Everything can be just put all. Then we have mpox. It is monkeypox. India reported its first confirmed case of monkeypox case. So some basic things about this monkeypox. It is a viral zoonotic diseases. So means it spreads through virus, and the first case of the monkeypox actually was seen in DRC, that is Democratic Republic of Congo, and there were two versions of it. They are calling it as Clade 1 and Clade 2, and the case that which recently was formed in India belongs to this Clade 2. You can say type 2. And one thing you have to know, there is no specific treatment for monkeypox, so they has to treat based on the symptoms only. Then GNSS, that is Global Navigation Satellite System. So vehicles equipped with the Global Navigation Satellite Systems, the new satellite-based road toll collection system will be able to travel up to 20 kilometers in each direction every day on the national highway and expressway, the government has said. So basically, this is a technology that will be replacing the FASTag in the future. So unlike FASTag, which used fixed toll amounts, GNS will charge the tolls based on the distance traveled. And how will be the payment be done? As the vehicle passes through the GNSS lanes, the system will capture the distance and the timestamps or through which it traveled, and the payment processed will be based on the distance it has tasked. And it also reduces congestion because there is no need to stop at the toll booth now. So when how much the distance it travels on that designated highway, that much of money is collected. So some basic facts about the FASTag was actually it was introduced in the year 2015. It used RFID technology, and 98% of the toll payments currently are based on FASTag only. So in just 10 years only, the system became obsolete, and they are using new technology. What is the new technology? Global Navigation Satellite System. Say, for example, this is a road, so you travel from this distance to this distance, this is A, and you could travel from this distance B. So if there is a toll, you will pay same rupees for A distance and B distance also. So what they are doing under GNSS is there will be satellite that will be tracking your vehicle, how much distance you will be traveling. If you travel this distance and you take a route from here and go to different village, then you will pay only say 20 rupees. If you travel till the end and then move to next road and all, you'll be paying some 100 rupees, something like that. This will be working like this only. And so they also are giving free up to 20 kilometer. So this side 20 kilometer and this side 20 kilometer will be free for regular passers, people who pass a daily basis. No, it will be free for them. Then IISc scientist report computing breakthrough. So a breakthrough neuromorphic computing was reported by the scientist from IISc Bangalore. So what was the key discovery? Mermister technology. They have basically discovered this. So Professor Shritos Goswami developed a memristor, not mermister. It is a memristor using a metal organic film, moving away from the conventional silicon based technology. It basically mimics the brain's neural network and processes the information like neurons and synapses does rather than how computer does in binary form. So basically what is this? So mermister means you can say it is a combination of memory plus register, something like that. So basically, if we are using any computer, they will process the data in binary form, that is zeros or one. So if we use this instead of the silicon based technology, it will be processing the same way as our brain processes the data in neurons and synapses. Neurons means you know that these nerve cells will be there, and these are neurons, and synapses means the gap between two nerve cells is called a synapses actually. Then we have Aerospike rocket engine. So, a Bangalore based startup called Spacefields has successfully conducted the hot firing of the India's first aerospike rocket engine. So, we have to know like anything what they will not ask the company name but know that it is present in Bangalore. So, his company name is Spacefield, and the testing took place in the IISc campus in Chalkere in Chitradurga district. So, it looks like an engine only but has higher efficiency than the traditional Bell nozzle engine. And what is this aerospike engine? So this is a traditional bell shaped engine, you can see na, this is like bell or ghanta. So this is a bell shaped engine where the flame will be coming like this, and this is spikes, no, you know in the shoes there are spikes now, it will be like this. So the engine is also like this. So the aerospace engines maintain a aerodynamic efficiency at different altitudes, unlike the well-known engines that are optimized for specific altitudes. Means they say that this is altitude specific. Means at certain altitude, its efficiency is not that great. But for this type of spike-based engine, the efficiency is independent of the altitude, and it works same throughout in all altitudes. Then we have Bhaskar. So the Department of Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade of Ministry of Commerce and Industry is set to launch a digital platform called as Bhaskar. So Bhaskar, it basically stands for Bharat Startup Knowledge Access Registry, which aims to centralize and enhance collaboration with Indian startup ecosystem. The platform promotes networking, collaboration, fostering interaction between the stakeholders with the personalized Bhaskar ID. So think like that. Bhaskar is an WhatsApp group. So where all the startup owners and startup funders all will be present in this one. So it mainly helps for networking. You can ask for money, you can ask for technology and all. You can do collaboration also, combine two or more startups to bring in new startups and foster interactions. So means generally talk and how via Bhaskar ID. So Bhaskar ID you can think like this is your phone number. So something like that. How this is how the Bhaskar works. So by whom it is? It is by Ministry of Commerce and Industries and by the Dipti. Then India's space exploration missions. So the Union Cabinet has given a massive budget of around 23,000 crore rupees for the India's space mission. So we will know just basically what are they. So first we have to know about Chandrayana 4. We are done till Chandrayana 3. So now this is Chandrayana 4. This is basically sample return mission. Like we see, I think Chang'e 5 we saw na. Chang'e 5 or Chang'e 6 there was a mission which went to moon and brought back the samples from the south pole. So we are also planning to do same in the Chandrayana 4. Then Venus orbiter mission. There will be Venus and we'll place a satellite here. So it will keep on rotating around the Venus and study the Venus. So it aims to study Venus atmosphere, geology, and how it is transforming and all. Then we have BAS, that is Bharatiya Antariksha Station. You can call it as the space station of India. So it has the maximum amount of budget. Say, for example, around 11,000 crore, and the timeline for this has been extended till 2029. And this is for the first module, not the entire station. Only it is for the first module. If this done just this part, then they say that it has been started. So this first module will be for 2029. I think the final timeline is I prefer 2075, I guess, but I am unsure. But don't remember this. Then we have next generation launch vehicles. So what are the next generation launch vehicles? They are planned to be launched by 2013. They are PSLV we have GSLV, but now we have NGLV, that is next generation launch vehicle, and they will launch by 2031, and they had very high payload capacity of 12 tons. So I think GSLV Mark only 3 is only around 4,000 to 5,000 kg at a geosynchronous transfer orbit, but this has 12 tons, means a 12,000 kg we can take to geosynchronous transfer orbits. And its goal is to send the Indian astronauts on the lunar surface by 2014. Means definitely this will be wrong then. So we'll see what it is there. So it aims to send Indian mission or the astronauts to moon. So it is Artemis mission of India. Then we have cancer data portals. So Indian Cancer Genome Atlas launches India's first comprehensive cancer data portal designated to enhance the personalized cancer treatments for Indian patients. Previous cancer treatments in India primarily relied on the Western data, which may not be representative of the Indian population. So, what is this cancer data portal? They are basically collecting the data of the Indians with respect to cancer and all, because this exercise was done by the West and they have prepared the tablets and medicine. So, we are blindly following them without checking will it work on Indian genes, will it work on the Indian climate and all. So, now they want this to be much more Indianized. So, they are doing this exercise, creating a cancer data portal like the Indian Cancer Genome Atlas. They are calling it as this, and this has launched the first comprehensive data portal. Then we have Samudra Pratap. This from now we start the defense news. So Goa shipyard had launched the indigenous pollution control vessel, that is Samudra Pratap. So this is basically Samudra Pratap is an pollution control vessel. So it is having indigenous consent of 72%, and it mainly take care of the pollution that happens in the seas and all. Say for example, if there is a ship carrying oil and if it gets drowned, so there will be oil spills in the sea na? So this will be taking care of that one. Any pollution that are related to seas and ocean will be dealt by this Samudra Pratap. INS Malpe and INS Mulki. So Malpe is part of Karnataka, so it is important to know this. So INS, these are two anti-submarine warfare shallow watercraft vessels which are have been launched. So you can know what is INS Malpe and Mulki. It is basically anti-submarine vehicles. Means if there is a submarine that is traveling in the underwater, and this will be considered this as INS Malpe. So this can attack like this. So, but this will be not knowing on the top there is INS Malpe is there. So this is anti-submarine, submarine anti for that. Then we have VLSRASM. So very vertical launch short range surface to air missile. So India has achieved a significant milestone with back-to-back successful test firing of the vertical launch short range surface to air missiles. So basically it can sim the skis, sim the sea skim threats are the most important challenges for naval defense system due to the low altitude. So I also don't know what is difference. Vertical launch, all launches are vertical only, na? They take off like this and then they move like this. But Unclear what is this vertical launch. Just remember they have launched this recently, and this is mainly for sea skimming. Then we have Saragariya Day or Sagaria Day, something like that. So this, I think you might have heard. There is a movie which I think is by Akshay Kumar. It is about six, like where the people around 21 6 fought against the army of 10,000 Afghanis, especially. So on September 12th, the Sagaria Day battle was celebrated. It is considered as one of the finest last stands battle in the military history of the world, where 21 soldiers fought the 8,000 Orakazi and Afridi tribe militants. And what is the character of Akshay Kumar in the movie? That is Havildar Ishar Singh. He fought till the last breath, killing 200 militants and injuring 600. See his bravery and valor. So I think the movie is of Akshay Kumar. Like you might have heard that song, no? Which is Teri Mitti Mein Mar Jawe. So it is from this movie only. Then we have Forum on China-Africa Cooperation. So Chinese President Xi Jinping has pledged around 151 billion to Africa under the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation. Basically, it was founded in 2000 to formalize the strategic partnership between China and African nations. So nothing to explain here. The movie this I was talking about is Kesari. Then we have Singapore India Semiconductor Ecosystem Partnership. So if they ask the question with which country we have recently partnered for, especially for the semiconductor ecosystem, this is with Singapore, not with USA or Japan or South Korea. It is with Singapore. Then we have Indo-Pacific Partnership for Maritime Domain Awareness. So Quad member under the Indo-Pacific Partnership for Maritime Domain Awareness to MUL Indo-Pacific Patrol means these four coordination will be traveling throughout this entire Indo-Pacific region just to patrol and show the strength to China. Basically, its main aim is to counter China's influence in the Indo-Pacific region. So there is two organizations that are very similar. So one is the Quad and one is the AUKUS. So Quad is we know that India, USA, India, USA, India, USA, Japan, and I suppose Australia. Yeah, and AUKUS is basically Australia, UK, and US. Australia, UK, and US. Basically, it is Quad minus USA. So Quad is a non-security alliance benig- with a benign agenda, and of course, is a security-focused alliance involving these three countries. So basically, know that this is a non-security alliance. Means there is no formal thing related to military stuff and all. But for AUKUS, it is security-based alliance. Mean there it is been formalized for some military kind of purposes. Then we have Indus X Summit. The third edition of the Indus X Summit recently concluded in the United States. So it was initiated in the year 2023 during Prime Minister of India's state visit to the USA. Its objective is to expand the strategic technology partnership. So what are the steering bodies? From Indian side it will be IDEX, that is Innovation for Defense Excellence, and from the US side it will be Defense Innovation Unit. So some basic facts about this IDEX is it is basically a part of the flagship scheme of Ministry of Defense which was launched in 2018 to improve the innovation ecosystem in the defense and aerospace. So basically what INDEX is in 2013 I think Modi had visited USA where he got red carpet visit and all, no? Red carpet welcome and all, no? That time he discussed with Biden that we will think like strategy technology partnership, we will make a group something like that. From India I will give you IDEX, from US you give you DIU, so we'll make a group. US people are very serious, they just took him to face value and created a group only and named it as Indus Summit, as they were Indians were really slow. Then we have Quad group. So Prime Minister of India is participating in the fourth Quad leader summit, will be held in Delaware, USA. We know the countries. What is the aim? To ensure free and open international ordered based on the rule of land in the Indo-Pacific region. So this is important because the last tour was in USA. So this was when Joe Biden was president, but now we know Trump is president. So the first visit of Trump to India will be for this Quad meeting only, because he was the guy who started this in 2017. Means not started, he brought it to life. Actually, Trump. So, some basic facts: Quad was initiated in 2014, formalized in 2007, revival in 2017 revival. This was by Trump only, because in after formalization also Barack Obama was not that confident on this Quad group. Then the first virtual summit was held in 2021, and the first in-person meeting was in 2021 also. Then we have Global Network. So it was launched under the G20 framework in 2021. Its objective is to combat international corruption and financial crime by enhancing cooperation and information sharing among the law enforcement. India's representation is Ministry of Home Affairs, and its secretariat is under the Office of United Nations of Drugs and Crime. So India recently has been elected as the Global Network Steering Committee during the plenary session which was held in Beijing. Then what is this? Basically, this is a network which mainly prevents the corruption, especially in the international level. So, like currently, India has been selected as a chair for this at a meeting which was held in Beijing. So, only this is in news, and this is in India is represented by Ministry of Home Affairs, and its secretariat at UNODC, that is Drug and Crime Office. The next news is Mineral Security Finance Network. So basically, we have to know what are critical minerals first. So critical minerals are those essential renewable energy technologies. I think it can be non-renewable also. And technologies such as electric vehicles, batteries, solar panels, and wind turbines means there are certain minerals like we know that cobalt, nickel, lithium, rare elements which have more use in these electric vehicles, batteries, solar panels, and all. So these are called as critical minerals because they mainly boost the country's technological aspects to a higher level. And then we have to know what is Mineral Security Partnership. So this was launched by USA in 2022 to bolster critical mineral supply chains. India joined this in 2023, strengthening its access to critical minerals. Means actually US formed a group called as MSP, Mineral Security Partnership, mainly to ensure that the chain of supply chain of the critical minerals does not break. And India joined this in 2023. And now why is this in the news? Because India has officially joined the US-led MSP, Mineral Security Finance Network. So this is, I think, another part of this only. So Mineral Security Financial Network, it has joined. So what is this Mineral Security Finance Network? Its objective is to strengthen the cooperation among the participating countries, facilitate information exchange and co-financing projects related to critical minerals. And what? How many countries are there? 13 countries are there. What is India's role and specific and its significance? India aims to diversify its critical mineral supply from countries like Australia, Chile, Argentina, and Kazakhstan is being explored as a potential supplier to India. So, who is the potential supplier of India? Kazakhstan. It helps India to secure minerals, especially for the clean technology. So, this is all about the news. Basically, what we have to remember: who is, when was it started? 2022. Who is heading it? USA. Did India join? Yes. When? In 2023. So we know what are critical minerals and what are their applications. We should also know like who is the India's potential supplier whom it is concentrating on. Kazakhstan. So that's it about the news. Then Quad Cancer Moonshot Initiative. Recently, the Quad grouping took a groundbreaking cancer initiative which it called as Quad Cancer Moonshot Initiative. It is launched by the Quad countries aimed at combating cancer through prevention, early detection, treatment, and elevating its impact on patients and family. So, what will be the India's contribution? India will offer technical expertise to Indo-Pacific countries on digital public infrastructure, providing HPV sampling kits, developing AI-driven retreatment and protocol. So basically, this is they can ask just this one only. Cancer Moonshot Initiative is sometimes seen in news is related to. It will be by Quad Group, basically against the cancer, and India's role will be in the Indo-Pacific part, especially to offer the technical expertise and develop some AI tools related to cancer and stuff. Then we move to miscellaneous news. So, plastic pollution in India. India has not surprised, surpassed China as the world's biggest plastic polluter. So, congratulations, India accounts for one fifth of the global plastic waste burden. Okay. Then Swachh Vayu Sarvekshan Award. Vayu means air. Swachh Air Awards. You can think something like that. So it is an initiative for Minister of Environment because it will be only concerned with the air pollution and all. So it is initiative of Minister of Environment. And like how many categories are there? One, two, three. Category three are award will be there. So we'll just remember the awards that are for category one means who are better performed. Surat, Jabalpur, Agra. Surat is in Gujarat, Jabalpur is in Madhya Pradesh, Agra is in Uttar Pradesh. So shocking that all the North Indian states are only getting award and that too on pollution. Then we have Namo Bharat Rapid Rail. So Vande Metro was renamed as Namo Bharat Rapid Rail by the Indian Railways. It basically connects Bhuj to Ahmedabad. Bhuj means in Rajasthan, I suppose. Bhuj to Rajasthan. It aims to connect the urban centers with peripheral towns, unlike other metros that cover shorter distance. Means think like this is a long distance metro. So generally we travel to via train for long distance, na. So they have created this as a long range metro. So if say for example if it was there in India, a metro that is running from say Bijapur, Bagalkot, Hubli to Belgaum. So the distance is large, but it is still a metro, something like that. Then we have Global Innovation Index, who gives this WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. So what is India's rank? Last year it was 40, so we have improved this year it is 39th. India is a top performer, especially in the central and the southern Asian, and first ranker among the lower middle income countries. And see if any Mahiti for means is important. Hmm. The first global legally binding pact on use of AI. So who are I think it was recently signed. So who are the key signatories? United States, European Union, and UK. And what is the treaty name? Council of Europe Framework Convention on Artificial Intelligence and Human Rights, Democracy, Rule of Law. Such big name. Artificial intelligence related to human rights, democracy, and rule of law. So all this is basically by three nations. One is USA, one is the UK, and another one is the European Union. So this is the first global legally binding pact on AI, on the use of AI. Then India at Paralympics. Yes, this is a little bit important. So what is the performance overview? India has performed better than normal Olympics, especially in this Paralympics, which was held in Paris, winning around 26 medals. So India has got ranks 14th actually. India ranks 14th with 6 gold and 9 silver and 11 bronze. We just remember gold. So 6 gold. Total medals is 14 and how much are 6 are gold. So major gold medalists are 4 people. So Praveen Kumar won for gold for high jump. Praveen, you can think a tall friend from your class who was good at high jump. Then Harvinder Singh. Harvinder Singh is para archery. Then Sumit Antil javelin throw. So this name is important because Neeraj Chopra is famous in javelin throw, no? So they might ask in similar runs. He did not won gold, but this guy won gold, no? So Sumit Antil. So remember, Sumit is good at throwing javelin. Then we have Avani Lekar. So women generally do good when shooting, like Manu Bakar and all. So Avani Lekar, 10-meter air rifle shooting. Then some historic achievements. The 2024 edition marks the most successful Paralympics with the highest medal count for India. So this becomes very important for the exam. 14, 6, and those names. Let's see, anything is there. Okay, and then we move to some other news. So first one is a cocoa tree. So basically, this is an important plantation crop, especially for chocolates, which is native to Amazon basin and South America, means South American continent. It grows at 20 degree north and 20 degrees south of equator in warm and rainy regions only. And the major producing of this cocoa tree is West Africa, 70%, and India, basically Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu grows this crop. Mainly, it is an intercrop along with arecanut and coconut. Then consent to CBI. So we know that recently there is a lot of tussle between states and the center. So many states are taking back the consent given to the CBI. So what is the legal framework for this is CBI operates under the DSP Act, that is Delhi Special Police Establishment Act of 1946. So it is mandatory. So it is like it is the like because Delhi Special Police Act means it is like state government act only. So if one state government has to act in other state government, there has to be some general consent, na. So it mandates obtaining state government's consent before investigating the crime of the other states. So there is another agency that is very similar to this, but that is created by the center. So when it is created by the center, it will be for whole India. So they do not need any separate permission. That is NIA, National Investigation Agency, which was formed in the year 2008 after the Mumbai terror attacks. So this has a countrywide jurisdiction and does not require any state consent. So the consent is case specific consent required for individual case and general consent for means case specific content and general consent means generally when the this was formed, DSPE Act was formed, generally it said that everything all the states are giving general consent means generally the CBI can investigate, but some state denied this. For say for example West Bengal and all, they took this general consent out. Now also they can do the investigation, but only on case specific consent. Either the court has ordered them or the state government had itself given the case to the CBI. Then it can work on that. So the default consent is general consent basically. Expectations and judicial reviewing. So that only which I said until court says that or the state government itself gives, that is the exception. Then we have active galactic nucleus. So from the name, if we see something nucleus, we might think it is a part of human body and all, but no. We should also treat this word also galactic. Sometimes is related with the galaxy stuff and all. So this is an extremely bright central region of the galaxy dominated by light, dust, and falling into a black hole. Think like it is an extra celestial event that is happening. So we now move to news and shorts. So let us see how much we can finish. Sudha Murthy recently has released her book 300th book means she has released her 300th book, which name is Grandpa's Bag of Stories. So KMF is expanding its Nandini brand into Telangana state. Japanese filmmaker Hayao Miyazaki is considered as one of the greatest animators and directors, has won the Raman Magsaysay Award, and this award is given by the government of Philippines. So who has won this Raman Magsaysay this year? Hayao Miyazaki. Just remember Hayao Miyazaki or Hayao Miyazaki. Who? What is he? Is a cartoon filmmaker. You can think like that. Then International Buddhist Confederation and Navanalanda Mahavir hosted a 2 day conference on Guru Padmasambhava lives and legacy, honoring the 8th century founder of the Tibetan Buddhism, who was founder of Tibetan Buddhism and who spread the Lord Buddha's teaching across Himalayas, leaving a rich legacy in yogic and tantric practices. So this Padmasambhava Guruji, he mainly taught Buddhism especially to the Ladakh region and Tibetan region and all. Then we have Gold Council, a non-profit association of gold mining companies, which was established in the year 1987 to promote gold demand through market research and all, and lobbying has raised its 2024 projection for India's gold consuming around 850 tons to 750 tons, which headquarters in London. So what here is important for us is what is this basically World Gold Council. It was established in the year 1987. So this is a kind of non-profit organization, very shocking. So this is basically a group of companies that are in gold mining. We can call it as a lobby group, and where is it headquarters? London. So that's sufficient for us. Department of School Education, Karnataka has launched a 21-day reading campaign for students from class 1 to 7th at the government and aided schools. Like remember na, like teacher used to make us read the lessons in the class. So in that now they are doing in the state government also. State government general schools. Then West Bengal Assembly passes Aparijita Women and Child Bill 2024. The bill increased the punishment of rape, gang rape, and rape leading to death due to vegetative state and all. And the investigation has to be completed within 21 days. So, for example, like at the national scale, we have Vishaka guidelines or Nirvaya guidelines. No? Same for the West Bengal, it is Aparijita case. After that it happened, they have created and 21 days they have to solve it and or they have to give the verdict. Russian troops recently hit Kyiv, Ukraine with a Groom E1 hybrid missile. So we have to know that Kyiv is the capital of Ukraine, but Kyiv is also a part of Ukraine only, and Groom E1 hybrid missile is of USA. Tanjore Veena. Tanjore is in Tamil Nadu. Tanjore Veena is the first musical instrument in the country to get the GI tag. Then we have Himachal Pradesh Assembly Bill. Assembly passed a bill raising the minimum marriageable age from 18 to 21. So this is the first state, I guess. So which is the recent state or the first state which has increased the marriage from 18 to 21? It will be Himachal Pradesh. Then Union Minister of Textile Shri Giriraj Singh has launched Vision Next, India's first fashion forecasting initiative. Vision Next provides AI and EI based trend insights to fashion industry. The initiative aims to promote indigenous design and manufacturing. So Vision Next, it is really difficult to predict what is it related to. So basically is an artificial intelligence tool, especially in the fashion sector. So they want to integrate the Indian traditional fashion in the fashion market and all. So they have created this. You might have seen there are certain shirts on which there are either Kannada words or Hindi words or some mantras written and all. So on trendy shirts we are seeing this. So this is basically integrating the some Indianness into some fashion. So this basically is done by Vision Next. To strengthen the bond between the civil society and the armed force, they have started Sashakt Sena Samriddhi Bharat in Jharkhand. So this is state specific scheme, not that important, but know that Sashakt Sena Samriddhi Bharat is by government of Jharkhand to improve the bond between civil societies and the armed personals. Then we have Karnataka state government has established a 1 year expert committee which will be chaired by KPIAS KP Krishnan to explore asset monetization opportunities, especially with respect to land in and around Bangalore to generate land. So they have formed a committee under KP Krishna, who is an IAS officer, mainly to check how can we monetize the assets around in and around the Bangalore for generating the revenue. Then valley fever is a fungal disease endemic to the western United States. So valley fever, USA. India France bilateral navy exercise Varuna. So Prime Minister has launched Jal Sanchaya Jan Bhagidari from Gujarat. Basically, this is a rainwater harvesting thing structures especially to build in the homes. So Jal Sanchaya Jal Sanchaya Jal Bhagidari is a scheme of the state government of Gujarat, which Modi had inaugurated for rainwater harvesting. An aggressive weed called as Maikani Mikranta is rapidly spreading in the Bhadra Tiger Reserve. So they can ask, what is this Mikani Mikranta? So this is basically a weed. Weed means unwanted plant in Bhadra Tiger Reserve in Karnataka. Google has identified a foot road near the Kasargod Tanka in Honnavar as a Olive Ridley Turtle Road. Means Google through its mapping facility and all and through GPS it has identified that certain road in Kasargod in Karnataka was mainly it could say more nesting of the Olive Ridley turtle, so it has named it as Olive Ridley Turtle Road. That's it. Then we have UAE has successfully completed Arab world's first nuclear power plant, that is Barka nuclear energy plant. So Barka energy nuclear plant is located in UAE. So is this the first one in the Muslim world? Yes, it is the first nuclear reactor, especially for the civil purpose in the Muslim world. The BP Colombo spacecraft, a joint mission by European Space Agency and Japan Aerospace Exploration JAXA, recently provided its first clear view of the Mercury's south pole. So BP Colombo. So this is associated with the Mercury and all, and this is by European Space Agency and JAXA, that is Japan's. India USA joint military exercise is called as Yuddhabhyas. Then Karnataka's Hashika Ramachandra created a new national women 400-meter freestyle. So think like we know that in Karnataka we have an actress called as Ashika. So this is Hashika. So it will be part of, she will be in Karnataka only. So then she is an actress, she is a swimmer. So remember something like that. Eye drops press Eye drops plus who has been developed to reduce the dependency on reading glasses of individuals affected by presbyopia. So this is an eye drops which will help reduce the dependency on the glasses, especially in case of presbyopia. So presbyopia, it is an age-related condition in which the eyes gradually lose the ability to focus. Means there will be one lens now. This will become very stiff. In young days, it can fold like this also, and can focus. But at the later stage, it becomes this. So there cannot be folding like this or this. So that's the reason it presbyopia occurs. So near also difficult, far seeing also difficult. So they are putting eye drops to make it a little bit flexible. Then we can easily focus without using any separate glass, because the glass we are using is double like this. So to avoid that, they are doing this. Para Olympic archery champion Miss Sheetal Devi and Sri Rakesh Kumar team up to inspire voters, national-wide election commissions, national icons with personal disability. Means there will be general icons, especially for the election commission. Na? So, for example, Rajkumar Rao, Sachin Tendulkar, they were hiring especially to inspire voters to vote. And they are also now taking, not now, they take it generally, the PWDs, the person with disability people. So, who are they? Recently, most famous ones, especially those who won in Paralympics, Sheetal Devi and Rakesh Kumar. Then PM e-drive, we have seen this. This is a Prime Minister Electric Drive Revolution in Innovative Vehicle. The scheme mainly aims to boost the electric mobility and reduce carbon emission through various measures. Students in Rajasthan government schools will now earn extra marks for good behavior and planting trees, with class 6 to 12 students receiving additional 14 to 22 additional marks, and it is also geotagged. So this can be one good example, especially for means. Just know that who is doing currently. It is basically done by Rajasthan government. A life-sized mechanical elephant was inaugurated at the Siddhalingeshwara Swami temple in Yediyur, Tumkur, making it the first Muzurai temple to have the technology named Niranjan. So this is basically some life-size animal, and they have called it as Niranjan, life-size elephant, in this Siddhalingeshwara Swami Yediyur Mata in Tumkuru. Why is this important? Because earlier temples used to keep one elephant. No, so it was very much criticized by the people, why you're keeping elephant and why it is roaming all day in all the parades and all. So now, just to replace that, they have kept this Niranjan as a mechanical elephant. Uh, National Florence Nightingale Award is basically for the nursing professionals, which was given by Draupadi Murmu to the nurses recently, some nurses who worked well in COVID and all. Then we have Rangeen Machli app, which was launched. The Rangeen Machli app provides multilingual information on the popular ornamental fish in 8 Indian languages, making it accessible to a wide range of audience. Al Naja is a joint military exercise between India and Oman. ONDC has launched Sarathi app in collaboration with the Bhashini, a reference application that enables businesses to create customized buyer-sized apps with multilingual features including real-time translation, transliteration, and voice recognition. Initially supported in 5 languages, not Kannada is not part of this. Hindi, English, Marathi, Bengali, and Tamil. Then India's first homegrown all-terrain vehicle ETV is by IISC. What is its name? Ashwa 4 into 4, and another one we have 6 into 6 vehicle, that is Adbut. Then we have Operation Sadbhava. So this is basically India deployed an urgent life-saving exercise where it was affected in floods and typhoon because of Typhoon Tagi, especially in the Myanmar, Laos, and Vietnam. So there was a cyclone called as Typhoon Tagi, which impacted these countries, Myanmar, Laos and Vietnam, and India sent relief through Operation Sadbhava. Raj Bhasha Kriti Award and to Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances know that BBMP has launched an app called as Shwana. Very clear what it is: animal birth control and rabies control program. Then Karnataka is taking a major step to promote science and technology among its people, especially the young generation. The state government has formed a 9 member advisory committee headed by Ekrup Kaur to boost the appeal of the science centers and planetarium across the state. So, who is heading this? Ekrup Kaur. So, who has set up this Karnataka government? Why? To promote science and technology among the people by setting planetariums across the states. On September 15, Karnataka formed a historic 2,500 kilometer human long chain to celebrate the International Day of Democracy, highlighting equality, unity, fraternity, and participative governance. So, this was the day which was chosen by United Nations General Assembly in the year 2007, and the 2024 theme focuses on artificial intelligence for good governance. Karnataka's Karnataka government has taken decisive steps to combat the rising drugs. It has formed a 6 member task force led by Home Minister G. Parameshwar because Home Department comes under him and under us there is police. So only he has taken the charge of acting against drugs. Then we have the Union Cabinet has approved the continuation of the Pradhan Mantri Annadata Aay Sanrakshana Abhiyan scheme, which aims to provide remunerative prices to the farmers and control the volatility of the prices. The scheme will now include components such as price support scheme, price stabilization fund, price deficit payment scheme, and market intervention scheme. Chief Minister Sidramaya has announced that the writer Hampa Nagarajaya will inaugurate the Mysore Dasara at Chamundi Hills. So, who inaugurated the Dasara? Writer Hampa Nagarajaya. India and Brazil have recently decided to collaborate over the production and use of SAF, that is Sustainable Aviation Fuel. So, which two countries are collaborating? India and Brazil. SAF means Sustainable Aviation Fuels, that is also called as biojet. Then we have National Disaster Management Authority. Southern Command of Indian Army has started an exercise called as Exercise Aikya on disaster management in Chennai. Then India has achieved a significant milestone in its cyber security efforts by attaining Tier 1 status in Global Cyber Security Index 2024 published by the IUC International Telecommunication Union. And what are the 5 pillars? legal measures, technical measures, organizational measures, capacity development, and cooperation. Then we have Subhadra. So basically, it is for women only and by the government of Odisha. So this is like providing monthly incentives, like how our government, Karnataka government gives 2,000 rupees under Bhagya Lakshmi. So this is Subhadra, is by government of Odisha. They plan to give 50,000 rupees for women aging from 21 to 60. Belagavi is on the verge of establishing Karnataka's first Haina sanctuary, stripped Haina sanctuary. Dr. Harina Amar Surya, a right activist and an academic who pursued her undergraduate from Delhi Hindu College, has been sworn as Sri Lanka's Prime Minister. So, who is Prime Minister of Sri Lanka currently? Harini Amar Surya. Karnataka University of Dharwad, a 89-year-old research scholar called as Markandeya Dudmani, has recently been awarded the PhD at the age of 89, demonstrating that age merely is a number in the pursuit of his the knowledge. So it is rare to ask such questions, but we can just see what is his thesis and all. Shivasharana Dohara Kayaka Vandu Adhyayana is his thesis. World leaders on September 2022 adopted by consensus the Pact of the Future, promising to reform the Security Council. So, what is, if they can ask question like what is Pact of the Future? It is basically the reforms in the United Nations Security Council, and it was adopted on September 2022 by consensus. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched three indigenously developed Paramrudra supercomputer center, the national supercomputing mission, which will be placed in Pune, Delhi, and Kolkata. Then we have Hurricane Helena, which was recently in news because it has impacted USA. So it is has impacted regions of Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. Let on just a minute. 2024 Ramanujan Prize will be given to a person from USA, Georgia University. His name is Alexander Dunn. So we know that Ramanujan will be awarded something related to maths only. India's Chamber of Food and Agriculture has formed a 40-member Karnataka Agriculture Council to serve as a catalyst for ensuring that agriculture remains the forefront of Karnataka's economic growth under K.S. Narayan Swamy. So, what is a committee that was formed especially by the Indian Chamber of Food and Agriculture to ensure agriculture remains the forefront of Karnataka economy is K.S. Narayan Swamy Committee. DRDO, in collaboration with the research from the Indian Institute of Technology Delhi, has developed a new kind of bullet jacket called as ABHEED, that is Advanced Ballistics for High Energy Defeat. GST Council has set up a 10-member GOM chaired by the State Minister of State Pankaj Chaudhary to decide on the taxation, especially on the luxury sin and demerit groups after the compensation ends in 2026. The Mao Council, the apex tribal body of the Mao, is in Nagpur. Then India ranked third in the annual Asia Power Index, which is released by Australian think tank, and it was launched by Lowry Institute. Then Women in Space Leadership Program is a collaborative initiative launched by Department of Science and Technology and UK India Education and Research Initiative. So it is a collaboration between UK and India Women in Space Leadership Program. Then we have doctrine of constructive possession. So it is a legal doctrine that attributes possession of an item or a substances to an individual even if they do not have physical control or immediate possession over it. Say basically what it says is even though a person has a legal documents but he does not have possession over it. Say for example there is a gym and he closed the and there is a owner. So this guy has a legal rights with respect to all the equipments which he bought in the gym. So, but this gym got closed down and this guy ran away. So now he will be the owner of this position, but without any legal documents of these equipments. So this is only basically the doctrine of constructive possession. Then we have UNGA adopted a Pact of the Future to reshape the global governance for the 21st century. Then we have the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change recently achieved its 100th day target of creating 100 Nagaravans under the Nagaravan Yojana, which was launched in 2022, enhance urban green forestry and improve the quality of life in the cities. Then Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam is an initiative which aims to develop 1,000 Nagaravans by 2027 with financial support from National Sea Camp Fund. Thermobaric weapons, often referred as vacuum bombs or enhanced blast weapons, have gained attention due to their devastating use by Russia in Ukraine. So, vacuum bombs or thermobaric weapons are used by Russia. They mainly suck up the oxygen, so only it becomes very, very dangerous. Then, Union Ministry of Tourism has launched an app called as Prayatna Mitra and Prayatna Didi Initiative, a national responsible tourism program. This initiative focuses on training local women and youth to become proud ambassadors and storytellers of their destinations, thereby offering tourists a warm, hospitable, and memorable experience. Then, over the past few years, Bangalore skies have showed a rare celestial event with the appearance of a comet called as C2023 A3 Tucson Atlas. So, remember like Tuchin Atlas or C 2023. So, this is about short news. So, we'll see other short news tomorrow. Thank you.